Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna save. Why the hell would I not save? Dumb. You big dumb. October 20th. Hell yeah. Okay, rabble.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of this court trial. I hope both the prosecution and defense be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for the case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today we'll call on people present in Studio 2 or trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear.
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. I guess that was such a bad joke that he's just like rabble.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who is the present in Studio 2 trailer that day. Let me guess. Edgeworth is going to have a little trouble getting her to say her name. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. Oh wow, that went smoothly. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I just like needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I am not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she didn't make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Okay. Whatever. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in that meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. I really hope we can press that is all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with all the with that monkey's head toppling over.
Van edge, the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
The day of the murder. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 2:30, 12 o'clock sharp, and ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. Objection! The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging your little desk, it hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued. Oh, wait, whoops, whoa. Did I miss something? Oh, whoops. Press B, it goes back. Okay, here we go. And what exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 o'clock and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I went outside to take me. Boom! Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me to Studio 1 in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops! It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I had T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that she didn't eat that steak...
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she said a little bit more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being with the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere.
Okay. And I know, this one will be really hard to figure out, but that's what's fun about this game. But I already know it. It's, is it this? I mean, the contradiction, I know, is that whenever we looked at the plates, they were completely gone. There were T-bone steaks, and there was nothing left. That would mean, and they were not cleaned up. They're not cleaned up at all. So if they're eating a T-bone steak, there would be a bone left, but there was nothing on that. There was nothing on that plate, and I guess maybe pointing out that there were bones on this one, is it? I guess. Let's do it. There's one I've had bones. Objection! Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Miss Manila ate it on a table outside trailer. Yet there were no bones left on on the plates. The plates were bare. Just take my word for it, because I have no proof proving that. But whatever. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. Let's say that. You ate the bone too!
Nick,
Are you sure? I mean, I love steak, but I don't eat the bone. Hey, I don't eat it either.
Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone.
Can I try that again? I think I know how. You ate a boneless steak. Elementary, you are eating a boneless steak.
Mr. Wright, say you are right. What would that prove?
Right, Your Honor.
Nick, remember her testimony?
Oh god, I know. Whenever there's no exclamation points, it's time to do something funny. Testing you.
Yeah, sure, Nick.
Sorry, can I try that one more time? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
I see.
Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was picking on Salmonella. Let's say that. She was picking on Mr. Manila.
Mr. Wright, sometimes this court finds it hard to tell whether you are joking or being serious.
Oh.
I would prefer if you would remain serious.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order. Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle with wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick.
Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear? Yes. Am I, as you see, a woman of petite stature? How could I possibly use the heavy spear as a weapon? Okay, there's... You couldn't, could you? I don't know! Okay. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have got a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. Or yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
It was broken? Or is it this photo right here?
Oh, maybe because it was that pike. I'm gonna go with this 5-year-old photo.
Take that!
Maybe not. Wrong, Mr. Wright.
But I haven't said anything yet.
I know you were enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence.
I can sense it too with my fey blood.
Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that Steel Samurai was not used as a murder weapon. 'Cause it was broken. It was duct tape. Shit. Go!
Take that!
I present my proof. So-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon! Not so fast. Remember what that this samurai spear, the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed it with the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is this possible? For someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume through the chest. That's very not anything at all, Phoenix. I can't really describe it any better than that. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't matter. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the murder,
Yeah, I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see the murder weapon then.
Now it's this.
Take that!
Look at this photo.
Well, what's this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident in Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with our current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again!
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs and onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago! Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. How could a man like you... I could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? In the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming, then, that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting was that the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed up the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there's no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Why, with this van right here! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do that. Boom diggity. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards. We went to Studio 1. It was Vegito had said Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was! Of course Sal Manella has to be a conspirer. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? So, what happens next? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean? D. Vasquez, so it was you! You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Except for the decisive proof that we just proved, but whatever.
Hey there guys, if you liked this video and you'd like to let me know,
there should be a button down there that says like. Go ahead and give that a little click for me. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, then there should be a button down there that says subscribe. Go ahead and give that a little click too if you want. Well, that's about all I got to say. So, see ya.